Right?
Oi, miss.
What?
Oh, hi. There's Errand. Looks like he's had a few. Gentlemen.
What's up, Aaron?
That's our cue.
You taking the edge off?
Huh. I mean, I'd ask you to join, but who'll be left to save the world, right? All right, now let me guess. You're in a rush, right? So, whatever you need, ask away.
Where's Ursa?
I was, wondering if you were able to lay Ursa to rest, like you wanted.
Yeah, we did. Just assumed the crowd that showed up to pay their respects. Half of them owed her a favor, and the other half owed her their lives. In the end, everybody drank. You know, it's the rowdiest funeral since since ever.
Feels like she would have liked that.
Yeah, damn straight. Damn straight. She would have put them all onto the table.
How have you
How
been?
have things been since
Your silent departure? Yeah, not bad. Vanguard's going strong. Helped Avad pick up the pieces after the battle with the Eclipse. I took a month to bury Ursa in the claim. But when I got back, I got the assignment to babysit Wadis on his way to the embassy. I thought that'd be a cakewalk, so of course things went sideways.
You got blindsided. It wasn't your fault.
A couple more of these, maybe I'll believe you.
You couldn't have known they was gonna burst through the mine like that.
What do you know about the embassy?
Oh, yeah, not much. Only that Avad really wants it to happen. He said I'm making peace with these Tanakh. But from what I hear, they're not too big on the whole diplomacy thing. They do most of their talking with blades and arrows. So if you're heading their way, be prepared. Things might get ugly real fast.
I'll keep that in mind. What do you know about this place?
Well, nothing good. It's where the Carja dragged all the captives they took from the Forbidden West during the Red Raids. Lucky ones became slave labor. The rest were hauled off to the Sun Ring and Meridian.
Sacrifice.
You got it. Tanakh made sure to wreck the place before they chased the Carja out of the West. I can't say I blame them. And now Avad's paying the Osram to rebuild it. And no matter how much new stone they put up, it'll still be stained in blood.
Yeah. I'm better off just to get all down, but it's a waste of a good building. Good
I
structure.
better get going.
Oh, yeah, don't let me stop you. Just, are you sure about this? Yeah, I'm saving the world. That sounds like a lot for just one.
Bro,
Errand.
you can't come.
Yeah, all right. Can't blame me for trying. I guess what I'm really trying to say is, if you ever do need me,
I know where to find you. Hopefully sober next time.
yeah, don't count me. Be careful out there, Aloy.
I'm gonna take this helmet off. Settings. Visual, maybe. Climbing annotation. Position. Underwater camera. I thought I seen it somewhere last time I was in here, but I guess not. That's not true. Wish it were, but it's not. I would have sworn I've seen it. Oh, you know what? I think it's in my equipment. outfits. Maybe not. Oh well, whatever. Oh, skills. Survivor. Let's start learning this stuff. Resist more damage when the critical health state. Yep. Recover health sooner when the critical health state. Carry more medicinal berries. Yes. Gain valor when hit by enemies. Heal faster. Let's keep going. Wait, that's what I haven't done yet. How do I... Let me re-equip up. So I gotta do this mid-fight.
Tanakh? I can take him. With 5 ales in you?
Alright.
With 5 ales in me, I'd just be evening the odds. Of what? Falling on your ass?
If I do this... No. How do I knock them?
Oi.
Skills. To load another arrow. Aim with L2, tap R1 to load. Yeah, I did that, but it did the Valor. It did the move. Ain't probably 3 arrows though? No. Yeah, see, it's doing the Valor thing. It's not.
Stop thinking.
It's not doing it. It's doing this. No, it's not. No, it's doing this. Aim with L2, fire with R1. Aim with L2, tap R1 to load another arrow. Fire with R2. So can I unlearn skills then? Because I can't do this. Well, this is while this is on.
Just come morning. Walk it up then. I can barely.
See, I tap R1 and it just does that. How do I? Skill learned. Skill already acquired. I know. I need to unlearn it though. I can't do my other moves. There we go. Here we go. Okay. No, not let me switch skills. Okay. So it's in the weapon wheel that I do it. There we go. Ah, I need stamina for that. Interesting. It's gonna stay knocked like that? With 2 on it? Okay. Alright.
Lighten up, Paid. You've got a thick wall of stone between you and the Tanakh out there.
Yes, sir.
Are you in charge around here?
Apologies, no. That would be Commander Nozar. I'm Lawan, the second in command. So, what brings Aloy of the Nora to Barren Light?
I'm here for the embassy. I need it to happen so I can head west. And maybe now that Studious Wadis is here, we can finally get things underway.
Yes, the Sun Priest. Walked in practically kicking and screaming behind his escort. Really seems to like his scrolls.
Yeah.
But the embassy remains delayed. Commander Nozar has signaled our readiness, but the Tanakh marshals have yet to sound their horn.
All right, fine. Let me through the gates then. I have my own business with them.
I'm sure you do, but I'm afraid I can't. Commander's orders. Normally, the gates are open for any who dare to venture out. Asaram salvagers, a few especially brazen Karja, but no one's allowed in or out before an embassy. They were open, once the Tanakh left.
Right.
So what happens at these embassies, exactly?
Mostly trade and negotiation. The Karja offer tribute of food, spices, and gear. In exchange, the Tanakh return personal effects taken from Karja soldiers that fell during the Red Raids. This particular embassy, however, is a special case.
Because the Tanakh, they're handing over some sort of prisoner, right? A soldier named Fashav?
Ah, so you've heard. The exchange has got everyone on edge. You never know if an embassy's going to go well until it's practically over.
Yeah.
You said something about Tanakh marshals. Who are they?
They're the tribe's elite warriors. Before every embassy, they arrive with a contingent of soldiers from each of their 3 clans. Then, during the proceedings, they negotiate on behalf of their leader. And by negotiate, I mean stare down our sun priest until they concede. Paiv over here came face to face with them for the first time at the last embassy. Came back drenched in his own sweat.
It was hot that day, sir.
It was indeed.
Yeah. That's what y'all tell yourself to make y'all feel bad about sweating.
Where is
being
this
scared.
Commander Nozar then? If he's the one keeping the gates shut, I'll convince him to open them for me.
I'll take you to him, but I have to warn you. The commander isn't one to break protocol, especially when he's already high-strung.
We'll see about that.
This way.
There's a lot of activity going on around here.
The Tanakh tore down this place during the Red Raids. 2 years of labor, and we still have a long way to go. The work stoppage and change scrape nearly halted our rebuilding efforts. But I hear a certain Nora got them back to work.
Yep.
I was just helping out.
Yes, well, I'm sure Ulvin was thrilled.
Yeah, he didn't like that. Man, we gotta walk.
Stand aside, soldier.
Sir?
Oh, that was easy.
There's the commander. You better brace yourself. And good luck.
Why the Sun King believes we can have peace with these barbarians beyond me.
Agreed.
How are we to hold an embassy with a tribe that can't even govern their own people?
What more can you expect from barbarians? Ah. Aloy, was it?
Yes. The one who cleared the valley for you? That Aloy.
We appreciate your service. At least we are ready for the embassy to begin.
Didn't you just give the signal?
Both sides must signal readiness. Until the Tanakh sound their horn, we wait.
Yea, for as the first shall be...
Shut up. Why the delay?
The Tanakh are a tribe composed of 3 clans. How many banners do you see?
You're just gonna wait? Go find out what's wrong.
Oh, this isn't some forgotten corner of the East where you come from, huh? It's the Forbidden West. If you don't like it, run back to Meridian, file a complaint.
The Meridian I saved, you mean?
That's right. Nobody walks to the gate until the 3rd clan arrives and the Tanakh's horn has sounded. Not even the savior of Meridian.
I didn't see any banners. I'm going now.
Well, thanks, but I've waited long enough. It's time to go.
Absolutely not. This embassy depends on diligent adherence to... You shall not!
Keep telling yourself that.
Someone approaching! Our machine!
Of course.
Farrell. Open the gates, please.
Do not let her through that gate! That is a direct order! Sorry, can't do it. Sir, it's the Savior! I don't care if it's the devil in the queen herself. The gate stays sealed until that horn blows.
I'm asking nicely.
I don't know what to do.
Hey, Vara. Hi, Aaron. What's happening? You know, the usual. Aloy wants something. People try to stand in her way. It's not gonna work.
Arrest her!
I'd like to see you try.
Supporting fire? Yeah, I'm locked and loaded. Hey, nose off! You stupid bastard. You think you got the authority to keep that door shut in the Savior of Meridian's face? What do you think Sun King Avad is gonna do when he hears what you did? Promote you, huh?
Yeah, because he definitely liked
Let it
me.
through, boys. Saving the world.
Navarro,
Forget
no.
something back in Meridian?
Look, Laurel.
Doesn't matter. Made it just in time.
Took you long enough. I cleared out the whole dock. Did all the side quests and everything. You just not getting there.
So this tribe that Murad told us about, the Tanakh, we need their permission to go west?
Yeah,
Yes.
well, I figured it'd be nice if they weren't trying to kill me the whole time.
But this embassy hasn't started yet. We're just gonna barge in?
Just no more politics. No more delays.
Oh well. Now at least you have some backup.
I guess I do. We'll see how it goes.
Hey, I may not know who I am, but
That is the line between East and West. Cross it and die.
Hold on now. Let's take it easy.
None may walk this valley until our signal sounds. That was our accord with the Karja.
I'm not Karja. I came here on my own to ask for rite of passage.
But they opened the gate for you, did they not? What is the meaning of this violation?
Why send a child? Do they want to parley or not?
I'm not here for y'all.
The Karja can't be trusted. This is no.
Forget the Karja. This has nothing to do with them. I need to go west to save lives. Maybe even yours.
The only lives you can save are your own. By turning back. Now.
Hold! She's telling the truth about one thing. She's not Karja. She's a Nora from the Savage East. And if she seeks to save lives, should we not listen?
Thank you.
Let me speak to her. One last favor for a fellow marshal before he's taken away.
Oh wait, that name sounded familiar. That's the king's cousin or brother, whatever he said. So he was a marshal all this time.
Fearless.
That's how he stayed alive.
Nora. You must be the so-called savior of Meridian.
Just Aloy.
I am unyielding Fashav. Once of the Karja High Command, last of the army of the setting sun.
You're Fashav. Avad gave me a message for you. That he waits for you in Meridian, where you belong.
Avad always was polite. Well, now I'm even more curious about you knowing that you have the confidence of the Sun King. But such an association with the Karja could work against you, as it often has with me. As you can see, tensions are high. This embassy is a delicate affair. They're about to return me to the Sundom, a gesture that might help soothe painful grievances. And now you arrive, unheralded.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I just need to go west.
Right.
I might be able to help, but I need to know why. Along with some assurance that I won't regret it.
I'm one person. What could I possibly do? I mean, I could destroy all of y'all by myself, but y'all don't know that.
I've never seen markings like those on a Karja before.
The Karja see ink is decoration. For the Tenakth, it is much more. A litany of deeds. A record of vanquished enemies.
Looks like you vanquished quite a few.
I've fought my share of battles. But I feel that my life, like my markings, was only half complete.
Yeah.
This side shows my martial deeds. Before I die, I'd like to see the other half marked with the laurels of peace.
Yeah, only half his body is inked.
How did you come to be among the Tenakth?
It's quite a story, but not a quick one. Though I suppose neither of us is going anywhere before the embassy begins. Are you sure you want to hear it?
Yes, I asked.
I guess we have time.
Very well. I marched with Sun King Jiran's raiders when they came west, hoping to moderate their worst impulses. I failed, of course. They committed unspeakable atrocities, stirring the Tenakth into action. When the clans overran our forward encampment at Cinnabar Sands, I stayed behind to help the last stragglers evacuate. I was taken prisoner. I didn't make it easy for my captors, mind you. And they paid me back in kind on the journey to their capital. I lost so much blood on the way that I was white as a corpse when they threw me before Chief Hikaro. I thought I was dead for sure, so I resorted to desperate measures.
So when you met the Tenakth chief, you did something desperate?
Now, I'd kept my ears open as the Tenakth dragged me along, and I heard mutterings about a kind of trial by combat that they revere. So, when they flung me at Hikaro's feet, I demanded this right, called the Kurut, thinking that by winning I could request a boon, my life or even my freedom. The other Tenakth howled, but Hikaro stared them down, and then his gaze fell upon me. Evidently, he appreciated my ingenuity. He allowed me to participate in the Kurut. Little did I know what I was in for.
What's the Karut?
You said the Kurut is a Tenakth's trial by combat.
Yes, but it is no ordinary trial. It doesn't pit men against each other, at least not directly. Instead, the combatants fight machines in a great arena, and only the strongest survive. Believe me, it is no easy thing to stare down a charging machine while hundreds around you scream for blood.
I know more about that than you might think.
Right.
Do you? Well, then you have my respect. Like you, I lived through it to claim my prize. I had hoped for freedom, but well, that wasn't on offer. Only service to the chief.
So you
You
served.
wound up serving the Tenakth chief.
The winners of the Kurut must serve the chief as his marshals.
You mentioned that word before. What does it mean?
The word itself refers to a kind of protective spirit from the ancient past. In practice, marshals are Hikaro's roving lawgivers, part magistrate, part judge, part executioner. I won my place among their ranks and served as honor demanded, but many Tenakths just spat on the ground when I walked by. Or they did, until I started forcing them to the ground to grind their faces in.
I guess that's one way to deal with it.
As you may have noticed, violence is the native tongue of the Tenakth. To survive, one must master it. The truth is, though, the Karja speak it too. More than they should. I can't blame the Tenakth for hating them.
So, which are you
So
now?
then, are you still Karja?
Part of me, yes. Always. Yet there is much to admire about the Tenakth. Especially their chief. Now, I've heard stories about what it was like before his reign. 3 clans always at war, constantly slitting each other's throats. Hikaro and the marshals have crafted a delicate peace. And now he looks to the future. Who knows? Maybe that future will include cooperation with the Karja.
Maybe.
The Karja talk about Hikaro as if he's a monster.
The Karja feel compelled to demonize him if only because he swept them from the field. It is true that he is fearsome. When I was first taken before him, I thought he would flay me alive. But he is no bloodthirsty tyrant like the Mad Sun King was. I think that if you were fortunate enough to meet him, as I was, you would find that he only wants the best for his people. I hope you do speak to him. I'm sure you'd interest him. So, that's my story. You're the first Easterner to hear it, but not the last.
Provided his embassy goes well.
The Carja need to know what I have learned.
Yeah. The way you talk about the Tanakh is a lot different than how they do.
Going home.
Are you glad to be going back to Meridian?
Oh, I'll admit that I wouldn't mind sleeping in a feather bed or sipping wine from the southern vineyards. But I have another goal in mind. As someone who knows the Tanakh and the Carja, I'm in a unique position to advocate for both. If Sun King Avad is amenable, my hope is to establish a lasting peace.
The Tanakh don't seem that peaceful.
They're not, as a rule. But these are difficult times. Chief Akaro knows that survival often requires change, even if that change means putting aside centuries of war.
Okay.
You asked why I need rite of passage. I'll tell you, but you won't like my answer. 6 months ago, the world almost ended in Meridian. That threat still exists. It's getting worse every day, much worse. Calling down storms, poisoning the water, enraging the machines. The source of it all has gone west, and I'm the only one who can stop it.
I've seen the signs. And I've heard tales of incredible occurrences in Meridian, an army of demons vanquished by a red-haired champion. So I'm inclined to believe you. The burden of your task is written across your face clearer than any mark of mine. I'll grant you this, to serve as proof of your right to travel into Tanakh lands.
You can't
It's
come.
so important, and it's just the two of you. Take it from one who aspires to be a diplomat. Allies are essential. Chief Akaro knows the West better than anyone. He may be able to help you. He can be intimidating to others, but don't let that deceive you. He's a man of his word.
Maybe. If I need him.
Your choice. You can find him at his palace, past the mountains to the southwest. Tell him I sent you, and he'll listen to you.
Look! The Sky Clan's banner!
Marshals. It wasn't easy, but I brought the Sky Clan with me.
And the commander?
No. I could only convince a few. He isn't yet aware we left.
We have banners from all 3 clans. If there are fewer from the Sky Clan, it can't be helped.
He's right. Sound the horn.
Not all Tanakh can stomach the idea of parley with the Carja, but enough have come for us to begin.
Then I'll be on my way.
No, the other marshals will not permit it. You wanted safe passage, you have it. After the embassy.
This better go well.
The Carja have opened the gates.
What's in this box?
As the sun rises over a land at war, so too can it set over a land at peace. Today is such...
Hear me, marshals! You who claim to be Tanakh!
Regala. Chief Akaro's biggest mistake.
A rival whom we should have killed.
You have forgotten that our people were born in blood. The blood of the Karja. Instead, you pledge your spears to a chief who conspires with the enemy. Hikaru has betrayed us. The embassy is proof. And all of you marshals are his accomplices. For this, I condemn you to death.
You'll need more than toothless threats to intimidate us. Exile.
Yeah, seen that coming. Not so toothless. Man, look at his teeth. He got salt. What kind of mouth is that? Did she make this machine herself?
Lancers, form up!
Oh, nice. More custom machines?
They're riding machines.
Where'd they learn to do that?
Silence.
Vashav, come with us now, or not at all.
Archers, light them up!
Get to cover!
He's gonna stand there and get hit with a dummy. What y'all doing?
Archers, keep them back! Left flank, to the Karja! Run them down!
They're not gonna make it.
Nope. Don't have no weapon.
Open the gates! Open the gates! Open the gates!
Just killing everybody.
Karja! Stand your ground!
Fire at will!
I'm supposed to been firing.
I don't have a shot!
Man, shoot the arrow. Commander's down. Man, he got strong hands. He's able to put his sword right there and then not yank him back too.
What happened? Can you see?
They all dead.
It's just us now.
Hey! Calm down and fight fair!
Lancers, take the center!
Get ready!
Stick to cover! Archers on the ridge! Here they come!
Time to fight.
Where? Okay.
Aloy, here's some ammo.
Check if they're okay!
For the sacred land.
You got her!
charging around on these damn chargers. Nope. Try again. I forgot.
No!
Oh, had nothing for it. Oh.
I'm not giving up.
All right, try that again.
Okay. All the riders. Oh, not a marshal for nothing. Up shot. No. Nice. What you got? Oh, dang, he stopped it? Took it down, but they died in the process.
Just you and me now, Bo.
We've survived worse. I'm ready. They'll get you. They don't stand a chance. Are you okay?
I forgot how to do this. Then when fully charged, tap R2 to energize your target. Wrong ones. I ain't know who y'all was messing with.
Enough! You, Outlanders! I'll skin you both!
Chief,
Come with it.
grant me the honor of this challenge.
Granted.
Hey, took him out already.
You're next, girl.
I've never seen a shield like that. Better
Right.
scan it. I can break through a shield if I damage it enough.
Weak against acid and electric.
I've got to get through that shield. Need to break its guard. Now's my chance.
on that, boy.
His shield regenerated. Shield's gone. He's vulnerable.
You've broken the shield.
Now I'm breaking.
Your turn. Come down here and face me. No. It was an honorable challenge. You've earned your life today. Comrades, mark this day. Today you have decimated the marshals, slaughtered the Karja. So begins our war on Hikaru. Move out.
Yeah, I mean, y'all did that all in the... Like, y'all came with a whole army. Y'all had to came without those machines, it probably wouldn't have turned out like that.
Get him to the camp. Now.
Told you it's not for you, Varl.
Make it?
Get up, you just got kicked a couple of
You're
times.
going on without me, aren't you?
Yeah. You just slow me down.
Guess I'm stuck with Aaron. For now.
Come on. I'll take you back to the fort.
I got a whole field I need to scavenge.
I got you.
So y'all ain't gonna let me scavenge that field? At least I got stuff from the boss. Yeah, gate's open.
It's salvage time, boys.
No, hell no. That's my stuff. Yeah, I need that shield, boy. And that little thing you flew down with.
Take a hit. I should be able to use it to glide.
Aloy. We're still trying to sort out this mess. Seems like the Tanakh have a civil war in their hands.
It sounds about right.
Yep, you just got caught in the middle of it.
Marshals weren't expecting Regala to attack.
And the entire Karja delegation was slain. Nozar, Voidis, Fashav, a massacre. What will you do now?
I have to head west. Hopefully this rite of passage is still good. For what I'm after, I'll cross all of Tanakh territory if I have to.
Then you have a long road ahead of you. This is only the threshold of the Forbidden West. The Tanakh's true domain lies over the mountains that border Plainsong, home of the Utaru tribe.
This isn't Tanakh territory?
All that out there? That's no man's land.
Okay.
It was supposed to be neutral ground, though obviously this Regala ignored that. Her rebels approached from the north, with all those machines they were riding. They must have made camp up that way.
The rebels were riding bristlebacks. And there were bristlebacks in the Daunt.
The Daunt.
Are you saying the rebels let them into the Daunt? How would that even be possible?
I don't know. But it's worth looking into.
While you're at it, there were a number of Karja and Oseram who went out there before the gates were shut for the embassy. Maybe you could check in on them. See if they're all right.
I can keep an eye out. Is there a Tallneck somewhere nearby?
A Tallneck? There's that one, over there. near the Utaru border, but why?
It's hard to explain.
Right.
It'll help me get the lay of the land.
If you say so. Is there anything else I can tell you before you go?
About the regalia.
Fashav called Regala a rival. Someone the Tanakh chief should have killed.
Yeah, I reckon he should have. She's obviously a huge threat. Her attack was coordinated and precise. Until you got in her way, that is.
They knew the lay of the land. And they knew Fashav was going to be handed over at the embassy. If the Tanakh weren't expecting her, she must have spent months gathering an army in secret.
They had to have made camp nearby. Somewhere they could lie low until the perfect moment to strike.
Okay. What about Fashav, though?
The man was taken captive by the Tanakh. Survived for years out in the west, only to die just short of the Sundom.
Yeah.
It's a cruel end for a good soldier.
There was more he wanted to do. He spoke of advocating for lasting peace between the Karja and Tanakh.
Too late for that now.
What will happen to him?
His body will be carried back to Meridian. As a cousin of the Sun King, he will be accorded official rights and buried with honor. No soldier could ask for more.
Okay. What about Vadis?
Too bad. About
Studious
Nazar and
Vadis.
At least Nozar went down fighting. As for the Sun Priest, well, no one deserves to go out that way. I'll make sure they're given proper funeral rites. It's the least I can do.
Okay.
Do you think the Karja will take action against Regala? Seems like you'd have common ground with the Tanakh.
An expedition of the Karja army into the west could be taken as the start of another invasion.
Yep.
Sun King Avad won't risk it. That said, we can't allow ourselves to be caught unaware by an attack like that again.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's a whole nother... Okay, what about the Tanakh
You
land?
said the Tanakh lands are far to the west. What can I expect to find between here and there?
Well, as I mentioned, you've got a stretch of wilderness known as No Man's Land, and then New Taru farmlands. Past that are the Tanakh. Their territory is split into 3 clans: Desert, Lowland, and Sky.
Right. I saw their banners at the embassy.
The Desert clan is closest. Ooh, vicious lot. Where everyone else sees an inhospitable wasteland, they see a challenge to dominate. Somewhere beyond the desert is the tribe's capital and the territories of the other 2 clans.
You don't sound certain.
I've only heard the stories. During the Red Raids, the Karja army tried to push into Tanakh territory, but the United Clans rose up against them, forced them all the way back to the Daunt.
So no one except the Tanakh really know what's beyond the desert.
Maybe the scholars do, back in Meridian. All those scrolls have to be filled with something, right?
Yeah.